Hello and welcome to School News.
Yes, we've got a big one to cover today.
Ooh.
So now you can get started with Skool for $9 per month.
Woohoo!
We're calling this one the hobby plan. And, usually it's been $99 a month to get started. We've only had one pricing plan. Now we're introducing one called hobby plan that's $9 a month. And it's
cheaper than a McDonald's.
Yeah, the average price people pay for a McDonald's meal in the US in 2025 is $10.
Wow, you did some research.
It's cheaper than a McDonald's meal
Yep.
to use Skool for a month.
This was $9.99 and I bought hash browns, but there's only one hash brown.
And here's what it looks like. Here's the feature comparison. So I'll zoom in. So you get all the features. So, you can do everything.
Boom.
Unlimited members, unlimited courses.
Yes.
The difference is you only get one admin, which is yourself, basically. It's a solo plan.
Yep.
You get unlimited on Pro. And then 10% transaction fee. Because, when you're making small amounts of money, this is not that much.
Yep.
You can always switch over to this one, which has the lowest transaction fees.
Yes, the 10% is still pretty good.
And then you don't get a custom URL.
Yep.
And you can't hide suggested communities, but this is a pretty good deal.
Yeah, this is insane.
Because, there's been a lot of people that want to use Skool, but $99 is quite a lot.
Yes.
Or they want to make a free community.
Yeah.
Or they want, they're just getting started.
Yep.
And so now, this really opens it up so that pretty much anyone can create a Skool community.
Yeah, this is a game changer.
Yeah. So what are suggested communities? It was one of the points on the pricing page. So it looks like this. Here's an example of a group that's on the $9 hobby plan. And there's a couple of small changes. It says powered by Skool over here.
Yep.
And then where the leaderboards usually would be, we show suggested communities.
Ooh.
And they're sticky, when you scroll like this. And so here we want to give members and customers to our best communities,
Yep.
right? And so we're going to promote like our best communities in the sidebar here. And you'll notice that like it shuffles. So
That's so cool.
yeah. And they should be relevant. And with time, we're going to make them more and more relevant, like the actual suggestions.
Yep.
But what this means is if you've got a good group, then you're going to get suggested a lot more. And Skool's going to start giving people a lot more customers and members.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyone that's on the $99 a month plan, nothing at all changes. The only thing that changes is you'll get more members to your group from the people that are on the $9 plan with the suggested communities.
Yeah, so a $99 plan, which is like everyone pretty much, they don't have this banner like this.
Yep.
And they have their leaderboard here, right? And that's it. Nothing really changes.
Yep.
$9 has the banner and it has suggested communities.
Nice.
So yeah, if you're on 99, you're going to get suggested more. You'll get more members.
Amazing.
And you won't have any of these in your sidebar. And yeah, if someone wants to like hide these, if they click this, it says upgrade to Pro to hide suggested communities.
Nice.
Right?
Very cool.
Yeah. Then there's a couple more like limitations on the hobby plan. So you don't have the affiliate feature or auto affiliate commissions. So, if someone in your group makes a group, we won't auto attribute that to you.
Nice.
Because we're already being pretty damn generous.
$9 a month.
Yeah, but you can still be an affiliate with your affiliate link, right? But it's just the auto affiliate feature.
Nice.
Yeah. And then no pro plugins. So what does this mean? So if I go to my settings here and I go to plugins, where is it? Here we go. So we give you, the basic kind of plugins that you need to run a community and get started, like membership questions, chat and posting at level 2 and 3. This is good for controlling spam and things. But all of these through here, they're all pro plugins. You can see there, And if I try to turn one of them on, they're just locked.
Cool.
Yeah.
But all the core fundamental features are available at $9.
Yeah, like unlimited members, unlimited courses, even native video hosting.
Yeah.
You can charge money. You can do everything. Like, it's pretty crazy, really.
Yep.
It is just these limitations that are up on the screen here.
Cool. Let's go.
Yep. So some people might be wondering, like, why did we do this? Like, everyone else seems to be increasing their prices. Why did we decide to make them cheaper? Well, our mission is to help 1 billion people find community, right? And if we're totally serious about that, then a lot of $99 for a lot of people is a blocker.
Yep.
Like, we talk to people and they're like, oh, I've got all of these friends that are doing these hobby communities, but $99 is too much.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, if we're really serious about this mission, then we need to decrease the barrier to entry. And if we're really serious about hobby groups, which we are, then we need to lower the barrier to entry. And that's why this $9 a month plan is called hobby, because it's the type of people we want to get with this.
Yep.
Yeah. And one thing I use internally to really help me understand what we're trying to do, it's the mission and then these 4 things here. So the best product, the lowest prices, the best distribution, and the lowest churn.
Yeah.
So best product, we want to make sure Skool has all of the things you need to run your business online. So native video, payments, community, like email, all of it.
Yep.
Live streaming. You should be able to do everything you need on Skool.
Yes.
And it should be the best. Like, it should be the fastest, the most simple, the most intuitive.
Yep.
Should have no bugs.
Which I would say it is.
It's pretty good, but
Pretty
we can always make it better.
Yep.
Lowest prices. So we care a lot about this. Now, and this isn't just prices, it's fees too.
Yes.
Because you start making money online, before you know it, you're really going to notice the fees.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to take a cut in a million different places.
And the worst thing about this is that so many other platforms say that their fees are 2%, 3%, 4%, whatever. But if you look under the curtains, there's so many hidden fees that actually make it way more than you think. A lot of the times they say it's 4%, but it's 4% plus Stripe's fee.
Yeah, everyone's Kajabi's the worst at that. Because they say that their fees are 0%.
Yeah.
But that just means they don't add anything on top of Stripe. But their fees are actually 5%.
Yeah, it's a bit sketch.
Anyway, we want to have the lowest fees, which we honestly do. Like, if you see down here,
Yep.
we have a comparison chart too. Maybe I need to zoom in a lot on this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not in the best position for that.
You can see it.
But yeah, Skool is, 2.9 once you're on this Pro plan, 10% when you're on this plan. But the good news is that you can switch later.
Yep.
So a lot of you might start on Patreon or something and it's free. You don't have to pay any subscription, but you're stuck forever at 14%.
Yep.
You have no option to move.
Yep.
So this way you start on 10, which is high, but not high when you're not making much money. And then it moves to this, which means that overall, you're saving a ton of money.
Yeah, it's super competitive if you're just getting started because it's only $9 a month. But then when you start making money, it's also super competitive because now you get the lowest fees at 2.9%.
Yes. And so now I think with the $9 and the 2.9, we truly do have the lowest prices / fees.
Amazing. Yeah, I remember when you first said that, I was like, oh, we got the lowest fees, but $99, we don't really meet that value. But now,
yeah, well, I knew we were going to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to keep improving the product and we're going to keep doing whatever we can to lower prices and fees.
Yep.
And then best distribution. So what does this mean? Well, nothing is better than if the platform you use actually gives you customers.
Yes.
What's better than having the best product and paying the lowest fees and the lowest price? also just getting free customers.
Yeah. Like on Airbnb, if you've got an amazing Airbnb, you don't need to go out and advertise it. Airbnb brings you the customers to your Airbnb.
True, but they don't have the lowest fees.
That's true. Their fees are pretty high.
So, like, what if we did? And so, you know, we're already giving a lot of communities a lot of members through discovery.
Yes.
Last time I looked, it was like 24% of actual memberships come from Skool Network itself.
That's crazy.
Some groups, it's very high. Yeah. And so we're already giving a lot of members to a lot of groups. But now you can imagine, like, what do you think is going to happen with this $9 plan?
There's going to be a lot more groups at $9.
There's going to be a lot more groups. There's going to be a lot more users.
Yep.
And a lot more traffic.
Yep.
And what does that mean? There's going to be a lot of suggestions right here.
Yes.
And that means that there's going to be even more distribution.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like why people use YouTube, because it gives you distribution.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so this is another point I really want to hammer on and obsess about is good communities should be given members and customers. And we're going to keep optimizing this too. And then the lowest churn. So your members, if you put them on this platform, your churn should be lower than on any other platform.
100%.
And we're already very good at this, and we're going to keep making it better as well.
Yep.
A lot of people switch from one platform to this, and their churn goes down by half or more instantly.
Yes. And the other thing with churn is that the data shows that if somebody's in more than one group, they're far more likely to retain on the Skool platform. So in the $9 plan, when you suggest other groups, if your members join those other groups, they're far more likely to stay on Skool and be active inside of your own group, thus lowering churn.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff like that. Like if someone already has a card on file in Skool, their conversion rate on an about page is 350% higher than someone who doesn't. So, you know, there's all, and they also churn less and they engage more.
Yep.
Right? So imagine having someone with a card on file that's already logged in, that already knows Skool, seeing a suggested community, clicking on it, and then it's one click to buy.
Let's go.
Yeah, so
the cool thing about $9 is it hits all four of those different values.
The best product, the lowest prices and fees, and you can see our fees here, and best distribution, lowest churn.
Yeah, this is going to be a game changer.
And we're going to keep working on these things. Then another thing is we've got a new Skoolers VSL and About page. I'll pull it up. So zoom out a bit. So you can see we've written a nice new description that tells you what you get. Like you get the community, the Skool Games, and the software. You get all of this for $9 a month with a 14-day free trial.
That's so true.
And then we've got this new little VSL we're going to show you.
My, what a peculiar place to have a party.
Skoolers is a secret world with training from top community builders, weekly news, member map, meetups, and quarterly competitions with leaderboards, prizes, events, and status. It's a community for community builders who want to turn their passion into a full-time income. From pickleball, dating, business, calligraphy, MMA, chess, and beekeeping, Skoolers is a movement. 50,000 community builders, providing community for 15 million people, collectively earning over $1 billion per year, all while having serious fun. Join now for $9 per month with a 14-day free trial. Everything you need to build is inside.
Oh, you don't just get the software, you get the classroom, you get the calls, you get school news, you get everything we put in the course, you get the community, the meetups, the trophies, the events. $9
and a 14-day free trial.
and a 14-day free trial. This is crazy.
So you can check out the About page, Skoolers, skool.com/Skoolers/about. And if you know anyone who would start a Skool community or maybe had one in the past, but wasn't able to afford it, or was thinking about starting one, but 99 was too expensive.
Yep.
Now is like a great time to refer them.
Yeah.
You still get affiliate commission on them. And if they upgrade, by the way, which a lot of them will, you get that commission too.
Whoa, that's insane.
Yeah. So it's like better for affiliates too, because this really lowers the barrier to entry.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have an email list, if you have an audience that would be interested in Skool, send them to the $9 a month. When they upgrade, you get 40% of the commission for life.
Yeah, and you can also refer them. So you can refer them to like our normal sign up page, or you can actually click on invite people, the button, and refer them to Skoolers if you want them to see this like custom about page. So now there's a little VSL.
Yep.
And there's a good description. And this is like giving them the full bundle, like this community, the Skool Games, and the software.
Yes.
Yeah. So this about page still works too, and it will track your affiliate referral.
Nice.
Yeah. What else do we have? And yeah, I think at the moment this has to be like one of the best deals online.
Yeah, this is insane. And native videos just released, and some very cool features upcoming.
Yep. So a good time to just check out the roadmap where we're at right now. So last week we dropped native video hosting.
Let's go.
Now you can host videos on Skool, and it's included. And now we dropped the $9 a month plan,
Yeah, what
which
do you
also
say?
includes native video.
What do you say about those two things combined?
It's a secret.
Okay. Brilliant.
Then what are we doing now? Like we've already started working on a lot of these things, but next up is native live streaming.
Yeah.
You should be able to do your lives in Skool.
Yeah. So it replaces Google Meet and Zoom.
Yeah, replaces Google Meet and Zoom, and it's better.
Yeah.
And your recordings just automatically turn into native videos.
Yeah.
So
And I've seen the mock-ups for this. It's way better than Google Meet or Zoom from what we've seen.
yes, I've never seen someone do what we're about to do there.
Yeah. It's going to be cool.
Apple and Google Pay coming soon. This will actually be shipped before native live streaming.
Nice.
But everyone's about pages, their conversion rate is going to go up instantly overnight.
Let's go.
And then subscription courses, which essentially allows you to offer paid tiers. So you could have a free group with a paid tier inside, which we're calling like the freemium model. Or you could have, a paid group with other paid tiers inside.
Nice.
It just opens up a lot of possibilities with business models and things.
Yep.
And you'll be able to do all of this, like live streaming, native video hosting, subscription courses, and everything, even on the $9 plan.
Oh boy.
Yep. So this is coming very soon. And basically, our mindset is this. We want to provide the best product for the most amount of people.
Yep.
For the least amount of money.
Damn.
And that's what we're going to continue to do.
Let's go.
Cool. See you later.
See ya.